Welcome to I Hate Podcasts. Our very first guest is Dave Waite. Dave, hi.
Is this live?
Well, it's not live, but
Okay. I saw the guy moving around, and I was like,
we're all
all
recording.
right,
Can you make sure we're recording? So welcome to the Denver Comedy Lounge. This is your second time here?
Maybe.
Third time, maybe.
Second or third?
Second or third. You lose count after drinking all the sake.
Yeah,
right?
the sake.
The sake.
I did it in the alley one time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Okay, so that was the first one, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had a good time in the alley. It was fun, man. It was a cool setup.
So why do you think I booked you?
Well, I think because we had a previous relationship from New York, and that you think I'm funny, and I'm a good hang.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
You're a real good hang. Did you enjoy the pizza last night?
I did. I mean, it was too much. I had the Detroit style crust.
Yeah.
And it's hard to house that.
It is. But it's good. It's good to soak up the night, I think.
Soak up the night.
So I hate podcasts. How do you feel about podcasts?
In general,
Yeah. Like so many people are doing them, and it seems like there's like this desperation of like, I have to do a podcast because I want to be like these,
Yeah.
It does help people get on the map, but.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I had a podcast before anybody back in Cincinnati.
Oh.
And boy, sometimes I really regret not really figuring. I had like the computer would crash and all, and then I just didn't stick with it. And but I'd prefer like journalism type podcast or
like NPR leaning.
I like ones that I'm like learning something while I'm doing it. I do listen to some comedy podcasts, but not that many.
Yeah, people want to, like, comedians want to talk to me about podcasts all the time. I think that's where my aversion comes in, where it's like, I don't, I stop the conversation when I'm like, no, I haven't.
Right.
What's your favorite meal?
Meal? Boy.
It could be a singular item. It could be a 3-part plate.
Boy, I love shrimp.
Oh, shrimp.
I'm a big shrimp guy, dude.
You're shrimpy.
Yeah.
Scampi, fried, po' boy.
Any of it, really. I remember when they had endless shrimp at Red Lobster when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And you get the report card and be like, let's go to Red Lobster. When I was a kid, Red Lobster seemed...
Oh, it's fancy. Yeah,
it was fancy. And I'm sure it was. These big hedge funds, they buy up these chain restaurants and make them worse and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
So the nostalgia isn't wrong. You're not misremembering it.
Yeah,
Pizza Hut used to be good.
Me and Josh, actually, the last restaurant we went to when we were getting some T-shirts made was Red Lobster. I got the surf and turf, and I think you got the fried shrimp. You got the fried shrimp, so the coconut shrimp. But it was done like the steak was cooked, filet was cooked perfectly.
Okay.
It was a nice small lobster tail. And Cheddar Bay biscuits you can now get in the store.
Yeah.
But not only are they so popular that you can get them in the store, you can get the gluten-free version.
Damn.
That's once something goes to that level, I want this, but I can't have it anymore. So
I remember when the Cheddar Bay biscuit dropped, and that was like a real game changer in terms of, and we'd go, and my dad would be like, we gotta get another route of those, because they're giving it to you for free.
It's for free, and it makes the napkin that they come in all oily. What's the oldest bit that you still do on stage?
Probably this joke I have about it's like a quick saver where it's like going to the strip club and the stripper recognizes she looks at my friend and shit. Can we edit?
Just say it again.
We'll just go. No, we go to the strip club and the stripper looks at my friend and my friend reminds me of her long lost brother, and that's what she says to her. And then he's like, "Can I get a different stripper? This one's talking to me." And that's probably the oldest bit. It's a real quick one, and
I love that.
when you're jammed up and you're like, maybe
yeah.
you'll get the ball. Oh, you got to have a fire.
Yeah.
So I'll fire that out.
Yeah.
And it's based on a real thing that happened in Key West, Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the stripper really said that, and it was like, man, what
are they fully nude strip clubs down there?
Yeah, Key West is pretty wild.
Yes. Josh booked my ticket. All right, so what's your most favorite new bit? So watching you last night, I love, and I think it might be the best joke about microwaves that I've seen because I haven't seen that microwave joke yet. But that was one that I hadn't seen before. Or remember seeing.
No, yeah, that's within the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah,
because you bring the Oppenheimer thing into it.
Yeah.
And
sometimes if I feel like the audience isn't hip, I'll say the dentist. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I talk about the radiation from the microwave, and then I go in the other room like Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
But if I feel like if I don't have enough confidence, I'll say the dentist, because that works too. You know, and the dentist would go in the other room while they're fucking shoot you full of whatever. They give you that lead thing and they leave, and you're like, I don't know about
That's why I don't go to the dentist, but every like 6 years, because I don't want to get that radiation poisoning like they want you to have. What's a bit of yours that you've always wanted it to work, but it never works, but you can't let it go?
Well, within the past year, I've tried to have a lot of Arby's material, and that. But I have this joke about being at war with my local Chipotle, which I just think saying that out loud as the declarative statement is a funny thing to say. Like if I was watching a TV show and one of the like a sitcom, like I'm at war with my local Chipotle, I'd be like, oh, I'm interested.
Yeah.
And then I talk about how I go in and the drink machine's been broke for like a month. There's an out of order, and I'm like, the soda machine. And I'm like, call the guy and all this stuff. But like, I love Coke Zero, and like, especially in California, people aren't as big as soft drink drinkers out there.
They're kombucha heads and stuff.
Yeah, they're kombucha heads. And I do mention that sometimes in the bit. So that one is just like, I'm like, I gotta maybe just do that in the Midwest or something, like, you know, because I talk about how I was in Indiana and I went into an Arby's and I walked in the Arby's, and as soon as I got in the door, the lady goes, the drink machine's broke, before I even ordered. And I go, all right, I'm leaving. And she got it. You know, and I think that's funny, like for Midwest people or like Southern people, like the drink machine's down, might as well close. Like that's what I would think. Like a Chipotle in Kentucky, if the soda machine broke, they'd be like, we gotta lock the doors.
Yeah, it's the common denominator, kind of like I think the great whatever unifier, like the McDonald's French fry. Yeah. Like some people don't like McDonald's, but they'll still eat the French fries, and the soda machine has this welcoming familiarity about it.
Yeah, and the soda machine because you know Chipotle is like owned by McDonald's, so they have the same level of soda. Yeah. As like, you know, there's a lot of carrot.
So we tag Chipotle, Arby's, Coke Zero, and all of this. Just because I hate podcasts. The only reason why we're doing this podcast is to get the backlinks from content, but we're still doing it. But the impetus, you know, it's like marrying for money, not for love. Yeah. Podcast for money, not for love.
Okay.
But you're from Kentucky, you live in Los Angeles. Yes. And you fly United. Yeah. And you have a standby hack.
Well, it's not a hack. It's just it's on you can fly for free the same day if there's seats available.
Yeah. You're staying at the Warwick. What time is it? Or how long has it been going?
It's been 9 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
I think, you know,
I love a short podcast.
A short podcast. We just got like good bits about you. What's your zodiac sign?
The Scorpio.
You are a Scorpio.
What about you, big dog?
I'm a Pisces, bro.
Okay.
Birthday's coming up.
You're always a good dresser. What's up with that? You just always had an innate style?
Well, I don't have kids, so I can pay it forward to fashion.
Yeah.
But thank you for saying that. No, I don't know. I've always liked clothes. When, you know, I preferred clothes to being naked.
Well, yeah, man, I know, but I guess having a slender frame makes a bigger. You know, you're like a kind of.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think there's, clothes are fun. H&M. This is H&M. This is some weird thing. I got these boots at they were used. They're like $35, but they're North Face from like a buy sell trade store.
So you do it?
I go,
everywhere, thrift stores.
Yeah, mix and match.
Okay.
Hodgepodge.
Okay.
Hodgepodge.
Yeah.
And what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a jacket I got from the Comedy Store, a shirt I got at Ross, and thank you.
He's the headliner, so.
Thank you.
Can't have that.
I think I have a unique style, but you know,
do.
I'm working on it.
You're great. Well, you have a great look. You should have your own TV show. I don't know why you don't. It's okay that you don't.
Yeah.
But just as like a observation compliment that you should, all your bits could all be turned into, you know, you could be the next Ray Romano. You could be the next, you know,
Ray Romano?
Ray Romano.
I saw Ray Romano. He was so funny.
Yeah, he's good.
He was really good, man. I really enjoyed it.
Tag Ray Romano in this.
Any guy that's like, you know, probably in the 60s and it isn't complaining about I can't say this.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
already won.
Yeah, yeah.
You won in my book.
Yeah.
He went up there, did it, talked about his son, and it was very funny.
Nice.
And he wasn't complaining about the kids.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
That's good. That's beautiful. Well, I can't wait for the shows tonight. We got a 3-show run. We call it the Gauntlet. Yeah, so we have to get this thing set up, but thank you so much. And I'm going to check the sound. Hopefully we don't have to re-record this right now.
Okay.
All right, thanks.